Okay, this is the Finance Committee for Livingston Parish. It is Thursday, March 14th, and it is 5:03. I want to call to order, and I'm going to say the prayer so we can stand. Good and gracious God, may we come together in a spirit of gratitude for a community, our community, that you have blessed us with. Instill in us the spirit of service, instill in us the spirit of wisdom, instill in us your spirit to engage in meaningful discussion, allowing us to govern in and with your grace. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, sorry. Silence all cell phones, please, and Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. McMorris, you want to lead us in that?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's have a roll call.
Mr. Mangus?
Here.
Mr. Watts?
Here.
Mr. Artie?
Here.
All present.
Okay, everybody's here. Any old business? Do we need to revisit anything from the last meeting, gentlemen? Okay.
I don't think we put anything off to this
Right.
one, I don't believe.
All right, so new business. First thing we have up is Mr. McMorris. He has expenditure for communication tower backup. Please state your name and address for the record.
Mickey McMorris, Finance Director of 33723 Bellew Drive, Big Springs. The last week, the week before, the week of the conference, we had a failure on the communication tower, which basically runs all first responder radios in the area. Tower lost power. A failure on the that fails, then it's back up. And part of these batteries, which was $26,128.
Can I ask a question? When was the last time those batteries were purchased?
They're supposed to be 5-year batteries, so I'm assuming
Okay, because I don't know. I know with the generators, just from anecdotal home use, that you have to exercise them and all that. I'm sure there's a maintenance plan for things like that.
I'm very certain, to be clear, that this won't happen again.
Good.
So we do have implemented scheduled to have those. So you can rest assured that
I can't guarantee we won't have a failure, but we will be up and running very quickly.
So we don't need to approve this. This is allocated under your normal budget, right?
This is outside our normal budget. We would like for you to approve the emergency expenditure.
Okay.
Yeah, I make a motion to approve it.
I second it.
Okay, we got a duly made motion
Recommendation to
Yeah.
send it to council.
to send it to the council. Okay. So all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we're sending that to the council. Good. Now, anything else, Mr. McMorris, you want to add?
Not on this particular
Okay.
item.
Anything else?
I think the second item on the agenda is for the health unit vehicles.
Right. Appropriation for health unit inspectors' vehicles.
Yes, several of those vehicles are absolutely inoperable. It's been some time since they've been issued vehicles, and these are the folks that go to restaurants, schools, all kinds of, any place food is served, they inspect those facilities. They sanitary inspectors as well. And they've just been neglected over the past, and they requested vehicles, and we were able to give them some loaner vehicles for a short time from DPW. But they have money in their budget under the health unit, so they need to purchase those vehicles. And they're not extravagant vehicles. It would be 5 vehicles, around $40,000 each. It'd be the small SUV type vehicles that they can carry their equipment in. So it's certainly not an extravagant expenditure.
It's within their budget.
Yes, so they have a substantial surplus in the health unit that we can use.
Wasn't the health unit, didn't it have not pass, though?
That particular tax failed at and we have it for 24, but it would not be available for 25, the property tax on that ad valorem.
And that governs the inspection of food and restaurants? And
Yes. And the health unit, too, that most people thought it was, you just got your immunization. It's far beyond that. It's actually the food inspectors, the sewer inspectors. And like if an animal, a nuisance animal bites a person, you suspect them to have rabies, then the health unit inspector shows up and, takes the animal and has it tested for rabies, yeah. So they do quite a bit of work, that's very important to our health. And
will this expenditure affect that budget, or is it they're going to have to revisit the tax again, or?
That's going to be your purview there, whether you want to put that back on the ballot or not.
I understand they need vehicles, but I mean, if that's going to affect their operating, but.
Well, there's funding available to carry them through for some, for a little while. But I mean, if you have no money coming in, then you got to have inspectors.
Right. We'll be out of compliance with law with state law if we don't have inspectors, right?
I got to say I'm not that familiar with the laws on that, but I'm sure that facilities must be inspected on a regular basis, and if they're not inspected, then they probably will lose their license to serve that particular food items.
Well, 2 things. You said there's a surplus to purchase the 5 vehicles, correct?
Yes.
And we do have the option to try to get back on a ballot to try the tax
Council
again.
members are discussing that issue, but that's certainly going to be it's
Our determination,
strictly gonna be
our prerogative, yeah.
your call on that
Yeah.
one.
Right. Okay, do we have a motion to?
I'll make that motion to go forward and let them purchase the new vehicles, yes.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we will send that resolution to the council to the purchase of 5 vehicles for health inspectors.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, moving on now, we have the Mr. Erdy review the budget and revenue of Livingston Parish Gas District Number 1. Gas District 1, Fire District 11. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, we on
Gas District.
Gas District is the first one.
Right.
Yes. That's a unit up there that's, I thought was just only North Albany, but as I've just checked into it and researched it, I guess, it spreads across Albany all the way north of Holden, across towards Livingston and the Tangipahoa. And what I found is that they are profiting very well. They are doing extremely well with their bank account, and that's enough said on that. But they're not hurting for a dime. And they have been in existence since November the 10th, 1961, and I even have the original 5 members, which is they're all passed on now, and so they've been, what I thought was operating one way is, as I researched it further, we own this gas board, we own it, and it comes under the council. I'm reading it right here, and we appoint the people who are on that gas board, which I was part of that and everything. So I guess what I'm saying is, I thought I was looking somewhere else, like I talked to Mr. McMorris. I thought I was looking in Slaughter, Louisiana, but it's right here under us, I think, and me and you are going to have to get together and look into that a little further, but I believe it's right here under the council, under our nose, the ownership of this gas district. So there's not a lot to say monetarily speaking, because they're doing real well.
What is their,
$3,115,321 actual dollars in the bank. $3 million.
when was our last expenditure? Can you see that?
Well, they got expenditures, accounts payable. Let's see if I see anything that $1,461 restricted cash. Mickey, you and I went over this, and we were trying to figure this out. And honestly, John, I think I'm going to have to sit down with Mickey and word for word this. You may see something there that I don't see.
Well, we can make a resolution that someone from this board appears in front of the council.
Yeah, yes, we can, and I don't mind doing that. I mean, I'd be more than glad to. What I'm saying, like, is I really need to sit with Mickey. Go ahead and speak. I don't realize you were standing there. I apologize.
Maybe Ms. Sandy can help us a little on this. I know that in the past, we had these utility companies, the gas company, the water company, and I think a sewer company. And we bonded money out for that because we pay the notes on it monthly. And I think the transfer, they no longer flow through our budget. We receive no funding from those entities. And do you remember, Ms. Sandy, how that progressed with the council? May have to do a little research, but somehow ownership of that, I don't know if, I think they still own the property and stuff still belongs to us, but I'm assuming that the council at that time transferred, because it was costing, the parish was not making money on any of these utilities. It's my way of understanding from talking to folks. So that they transferred the operation of these funds to private entities. And
Somebody's making money on it. They had $3 million in it.
well, $2 million of that, I think, is the asset, which you still own.
Handled the
Yeah, you
utilities.
still own the asset, but
What I'm understanding, this is a board, a gas board that's been around for a long time, and the parish
63 years.
created it. And my understanding is, when it comes to boards, the governing authority, they create it by ordinance, they appoint the board members. Then if there's any time that they want to have an election and tax people, then they have to come to the council and get approval for that. Or if they have bonding, that usually
they
comes through
probably
finance.
operate off of fees alone. I don't think they,
Yeah,
I don't know if they would get any
They should.
any
That
public
would
money,
be
yeah.
more logical than not, yes.
Like our sewer district and the sewer district set the same way, ain't it?
I believe there was a sewer district south of here and a water district that was also involved in the utilities. Anytime you you have fees charged. It's called a utility part of your budget, whereas we have no utilities except for we pay the bonds on these, and I apologize, I don't understand how the bonds, what they funded at this, we'd have to go back a number of years to determine how that was, what that bond went to. I mean, I would just have to assume that they were operating in a deficit, and they had to bond some of this money to get someone interested in taking over this project.
63 years ago, I imagine it had to start somewhere.
This didn't happen 63 years ago. This was.
I think we're talking about two different things.
We could be talking about two different things, other than that may work separate. They may have been working since.
There is a board. There is a board. So, could someone make a motion that we request that someone, the treasurer or whatever from this board, to contact the council or report to the council and let us know?
Is that okay? Can we do that?
Can I say one more thing
Yes.
about when it comes to boards y'all create?
Right.
Once y'all create them, they're supposed to be their own governing entity, like they can, apply
But they are-
for loans or whatever.
Are they a parish employee in any way, shape, or form?
No, but if something happens and they would go bankrupt, then the council, the parish governing authority, would be responsible for picking up. But as it stands, the only thing that the council does is create the board, appoint their board members, and if they're, wanting to have an election to charge people their constituents money, y'all have to approve that board to call for an election.
We can request that they appear. All right, let's request that someone appears.
Well, I can take care of that. I can go see them and make sure that the right people are up here.
Did you want them at the finance committee or at the council, or
I
both?
think we should make it to the council as a whole. So,
Or the next meeting on the 20th?
Yes, put that down, please. Okay.
so we need a resolution.
And I'll be the contact person with them. Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we got a motion to, we need a second, and the motion is to resolution to ask the council, parish council, to request that a member of this gas utility district number 1 appear in front of the council to address these issues
At the next meeting.
at the next meeting.
Yes.
Wait a second.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it passes. And Ms. Teal, can you add that to the agenda? And that'll be for the what meeting? The
March 28th.
March 28th. Okay. That'll give time we can get Brad or whatever, write a letter or whatever we need, I guess. All right. And Mr. Erdy, you have another one, review the budget and revenue for Livingston Parish Fire District number 11.
Yes, I have it here in front of me, and Mickey and I again went over all this, and one of the things that caught my eye, I thought they were like extremely broke, but I got fooled on that one. They got a FEMA reimbursement from the hurricane, $96,380, and in just simple terms, it shows that net income, our balance is $89,629.01. And when I went up there 3 or 4 or 5 months ago, when I was campaigning, I thought they was digging in their pocket trying to put gas in the vehicle. So here we are again with something that we got to figure out. I have their proposed budget right here, $62,100, 2024 proposed budget. And Mickey, can I work with you on that again also? It's just getting to the point where we're trying to sort this out, is where we're at. And if anybody's smarter than me, have at it, please. I'm trying to sort it out right now.
It's this administration, the parish president, echo one of the things that he said is transparency, and that's why this committee was formed, and I think that's exactly what you're doing. So I applaud you for that, Joe.
Yeah, and I don't want to overload everything, but I'm going to take care of the gas thing for the next one. Do we have a reason that we want anybody from the Fire District 11 up here, or are we okay with where they're at versus where the gas company's at?
Help me out on this, ladies. I think it was Billy Taylor made a motion that, and it passed at one of the council meetings, that we would request like a 5-year plan and updates and, right?
We've already sent it out
Yeah.
to all the boards.
So I think we need to make I think it's good best practice to have these boards, these agencies report to us.
Ladies, I'd like to ask y'all a question. Do all these boards need to do a quarterly or biannually or something like that, a report into y'all, like all these small boards that we're talking about? Do y'all request that from them?
We have done that because of Councilwoman Erin Sandifer's resolution that she did
Yeah.
about a month and a half ago. Everyone was sent letters, but it was a resolution, it's not an ordinance, they do not have to do it.
Okay.
There's no repercussions if they don't.
Right. That's I brought that up. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was contacted about that. I was.
They, a lot of them do send their financials and their minutes every month, but not all of them do. Majority do,
If
but
they choose not to, that's it. That's
All
it.
right. If you let me embellish a minute, Section 208 of a Home Rule Charter says, "The council may make investigations into the affairs of the parish government and the related conduct of any parish official, officer, employee, department, office, or agency. For this purpose, the council may subpoena witnesses, administer oaths, take testimony, and require the production of evidence." Okay, I'm not going to go into more of that, but so yeah, we can make them send it to the council, but I think they should. I mean, if they're stewards of the people's money.
We done made the motion to form too, but if they, it's just my opinion, if they operating this good, evidently they're doing something right. They ain't doing nothing wrong on the
Right.
expenditures and what they got the income.
Right for who, though?
Huh?
Right for who?
Well, they got,
I'm curious where $3 million is. That's just $3 million, whatever. And I'm just.
There's probably an easy explanation. So, I wouldn't.
I don't have no problem with them coming in.
Yeah.
They're just going to read basically what we're looking at.
And they'll be able to answer
Wouldn't you
questions.
think, Mr. Joe?
Yeah, same figures, same everything. So we got the gas people. I'm trying not to jump ship. We got somebody I'm going to get up here. We're on the fire district right now is where we at.
Right. So let's send the same deal and have them come. Maybe other council members will do it as well for their boards, and they can report. It doesn't have to be. Remember, judgment doesn't have to be negative. We might do exactly what you said. You're doing a great job with your finances. Thank you for that. But a little bit of light is good. So, do we have a resolution?
Yes, I'd like to just make a resolution that we accept this, but I'd kind of like to amend it that we still have that person try to come up here at the same time.
Okay.
And can I do that? Can I make it that way?
Yeah, we're just sending it to the council.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right, but we're just making a resolution here to send to the council.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'll make that resolution.
All right.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So we're making a resolution in the Finance Committee to send to the council. That'll be for the March 28th meeting.
Yes.
That a member of Fire District number 11
11 is right.
will be able to speak to the facts of the budget, revenue expenditures. Is Is that, do you have that, Ms. Teal?
Did you want to contact them as well, too, as like you're going to do with Gas One, or did you want us to write a...
Let me, is that okay if I do it? I work well with them. Let me take care of that then, okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Do we have anything else? Do you have anything, Mr. Watts?
I'm good.
Are you good, Mr. Erdy?
I'm fine. I think I've covered what I see we should cover. Okay,
All right.
we're good.
Then at this time, being no other business, I think we can
Make a motion to adjourn?
second.
A second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.